welcome to Slogan's Rock and Metal Extravaganza. We have a special guest here tonight. Again, Bryan McFadden, who's seemed to be on a lot of our episodes now, so he's helping us out with this one again. He was glad to do it. So we weren't originally going to do this show today. Originally, we were just going to have like a music hangout today. But then after the passing of Ozzy, we figured, you know what, let's just do another show, because tomorrow we're doing the Night Ranger one with Tim Derling. But we figured, you know what, instead of a music hangout, we'll do an Ozzy show, but specifically Black Sabbath today. And then next week on Saturday, we're going to do Ozzy. So yeah, we're going through the best songs, so our favorite songs. I guess it should have been called the favorite song series, but anyways, I called it the best songs. But yeah, to us, these are the best songs, I guess, on each album. So yeah, we figured we could honor Ozzy this way and go through his career. Try not to make it too sad and just try to focus on the music. So, and yeah, so we can start off with, I guess we can get into the history, I guess, a little bit, but I mean, unless you live under a rock, I think you know who Black Sabbath are at this point. But yeah, you got, of course, Geezer Butler on bass, great bass player, Ozzy on vocals, Tony Iommi, the riff master on guitar, and Bill Ward, the jazz rock metal drummer. He really is the jazz drummer in a metal band, really, because he's just phenomenal. Just there you go.
Tony Iommi.
Brian's got his Tony Iommi shirt. We've got I've got a Black Sabbath tour shirt for a tour that I was not at, so I've never seen Ozzy or Sabbath. This was just at the mall, and so I've had this shirt for a while. So yeah, get right into it. So yeah, we got the first album, Black Sabbath, that iconic, creepy album cover. I remember when I was younger, I always thought that was Ozzy on the cover. Kind of looks, but yeah, you look closely, it's obviously not. But yeah, it was. Anyways, so Brian, do you want to say how you got into Sabbath, or yeah, how you got into Sabbath when you first heard them?
Well, I didn't have siblings growing up, so I had to find them on my own. I didn't have older brothers or older sisters, so I had to find this completely on my own. I found them after I found Ozzy. So I found Ozzy on his first album, and then found out that he had another band before, and that's when I picked up on Black Sabbath. I mean, I was probably 8 or 9, 10 maybe. I don't even know. It was young. I wasn't really influenced by the radio. Everything was basically hand-me-downs from my friends, or we used to trade. It was all cassettes back then. First thing I ever bought was the Greatest Hits cassette, and the production on it was absolutely junk. It was terrible.
Well, cassettes never really had the greatest sound.
It was horrible. And after listening to that, I was like, I gotta get something better than this, you know. So I ended up getting this record, which I have a story behind. So I got Master of Reality. Can you see that? Master Reality.
It looks a little different, Brian. It looks a little different.
The Disney version.
Yeah. This record was missing for 40 years. This is 8 years ago. This record was missing for 40 years. I found it cleaning out my father's house after he passed away. So I don't know if he took this and hid it on me, because I eventually found it, but I thought the thing was gone. And I remember letting my friend borrow the record, which I never got the cover back, but there was a record in it. So it's like, what record did he walk off with that is not this? So now I'm like really confused.
That's funny.
About what I have and what I don't have. But a friend of mine, Patrick, if you're watching, thank you very much. He's sending me an original copy for this original album.
The cover.
And I believe George had made a comment about excessive spins make this thing kind of worked over. But this thing, for being an original, and has no sleeve on it. Now, when I found it naked like this, right?
Nice.
No scratches. It's got a little bit of pop and hiss, but I mean, if, for an album that's what, 50 almost 53 years old.
Are you older?
This thing is meant.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm very happy with it. I'm finally going to have the original cover back to it. But yeah, but to have a story like that after 40 years, you should have seen my eyes. They got as big as the record when I found it. I was like,
Nice.
oh, I knew I didn't lose it, right? Oh man, that thing was in heavy rotation for like that whole summer when I found it.
Nice.
It's just a short record, so it's quick, you know.
All their albums, all those early albums are
pop it
fairly
over, you can
short.
listen to it again. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I like
Didn't
about it.
waste time, man. Didn't waste time.
Not like the 2000s where an EP is 55 minutes, which we'll get into later.
Right. Yeah, I know an EP is longer than the regular records, right?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's kind of stuff.
Yeah, I even forgot the term. An extended play. It's like, well, if it's extended, wouldn't that mean longer? But it's actually
Yeah,
shorter.
I never understood that
terminology
either,
on that's like what? Long play and extended play. It's like, well, what? Wouldn't extended be big more than long? I don't know.
Should have been SP, damn it. SP.
Short play. Short play. SP records. Yeah. All right, so
since that was 1970, if that's the album we're going to start with, I'm going to pick Warning off of that.
You're going to go with Warning. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Of course, I'm probably going to pick the longer songs because there's a lot more going on, a lot more solos.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the song Black Sabbath. We got The Wizard, Behind the Wall of Sleep, NIB. Yeah, this is all based off of just the UK version, right? Like the European edition is different than North American. The North American did like a weird thing, like my CD has, where it like combines all these different parts of songs together, and it's very weird. So we're gonna kind of go with the original UK because it kind of includes everything, and then the CD has a bonus track that was on the North American edition, so you get everything. So you got the song Black Sabbath, The Wizard, The Wizard, behind. Oh my God. These live shows. Behind the Wall of Sleep, NIB, Evil Woman, which was a cover of a band called Crow, and I should get that because I actually have that album, Crow Music, with that song on it. Sleeping Village, and then the one that you picked, Warning, which is actually a cover of the Ansley Dunbar Retaliation.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I've been meaning to, and I never did.
His drummer played for like John Mayall, Zappa, Beck, Journey,
Jefferson
Jefferson Starship, played like with everybody. Played like the who's who of rock. So
cool.
and then you got Wicked World on there if you're gonna get like if you got the European CD with that. But I mean, then you can get the North American. There's a reissue. We got Evil Woman as the bonus track. So yeah, you can find versions of this with all the songs included, so nothing's being left out.
I didn't know about Evil Woman for a long time.
Yeah, it's not on mine. I wish I could get like a remastered one. The 2004 version is the one that you should honestly get if you care. If you're like me and you need every song.
It's on this.
Oh, there you go.
Box set too.
Yeah, it's on a comp too. I can't remember what it's called.
Yes. A lot of stuff on here. I don't know. You probably can't read it.
That's a bit hard to read. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, they had a lot of weird comps in the 70s, though. There's a bunch. Weird ones.
So, we got to vote for the Warning. So, Logan, are you going to echo that? Or
no, how are we? Okay, well, so how I did this.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
It's a perfect record.
Well, yeah, it's a 10 out of 10.
Are we counting Behind the Wall of Sleep? Are we counting Behind the Wall of Sleep and NIB as separate tracks?
No.
Okay, well, that's what I picked. So
it's all the same. I'm looking at it as like all that other weird nonsense. It's kind of strange. Like,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I picked the whole conglomerate 9-minute, 44-second, third track. So it's like a mini suite of songs or whatever you want to call it. It's got like these, how it starts. You got these like two heavy distorted variations of an E power chord from Tony. Yeah. And I love Geezer. We're going to talk about Geezer Butler a lot in this show because, it's just awesome what he does underneath Tony's main riffs all the time. And this is like the first song where he's really kind of showing off. Because like, I think Black Sabbath and the Wizard, he's kind of not restrained, but kind of more.
I love that harmonica. I
love it too, man.
Yeah, see, everyone says, "Oh, Ozzy's not a musician. He didn't play anything." It's like, well, I mean, he played.
He didn't write anything, really. But he didn't write anything.
He wrote the vocal melodies, though, right? Like he came up with his own vocal. Like they would give him the songs.
I think Geezer wrote everything.
But like he
he wrote the lyrics, but like Ozzy kind of did his own vocal kind of thing over. I heard he used to like just do random like sounds and like melodies, and they kind of built lyrics out of that. So
yeah, they would give him like the melody of like the song itself, like the riffs and the stuff like that, and he would sing over it. So he would add his own like vocal line to it.
Yeah,
I think Ozzy's first song that he wrote was on Sabotage. I think it was The Writ.
Yeah.
I think that's the first song he
Which is a
wrote.
great
Yeah, I
song.
think that one's
And that was
credited,
because
to him.
he was so mad at his manager stealing all that money. They were making a lot more money than Led Zeppelin was, and of course they're getting ripped off from the from the back
Patrick
alley.
Meehan. Patrick Meehan.
So you got okay.
Yep.
Well, I sort of
Yep.
went with the same thing. I'm not really counting them, but I'm just going with NIB. I love that. The starts with that really cool bass intro, and then you just get that simple. It's just such a simple riff that most beginner guitar. I hate to say that, but beginner guitar players I could just pick up and learn. But it's such a good, effective riff for that song. Just the da 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 da. It's just such a fun, catchy song. And then how it kind of picks up speed. Got great, and then like at the end he does the solo. He actually does the solo twice. And he goes back to the same solo at the end again, and just goes nuts
It's
on
double
that.
track, I think. Double track.
Yeah, but just a great fun song, and it comes off even better live. Like I was watching some of that old footage in like 1970. Ozzy's like 19 years old, and they're doing this stuff, and it's just incredible.
Right.
Like I'm guilty of being one of those people thinking, oh, Ozzy's had a okay voice, never a phenomenal singer, but you know what? I've changed after they're like sitting here and listening to all this stuff and checking out some of that live footage and hearing some other songs. And I'm like, no, this guy could sing. He's not just a one-trick pony. Like, he's just more beyond just having a unique voice. He actually could sing. He's a legitimate good singer. So,
a lot of people credit them as like the first heavy metal band, the first Christian band, the first punk band. The first. Many firsts.
Yeah.
Did a lot of stuff,
Because they dabbled in different things, right?
Doom.
There's progressive There's progressive elements in there too.
Oh right, yeah, especially towards the latter albums. Yeah,
but even like the first album, it's not progressive rock or metal by any means, but the songs are all long. There's like long songs with lots of changes, which is, I guess, by definition, progressive.
I would say. Yeah, and I think anything over 8 minutes is considered prog.
I think
anything over 10 minutes or 12 minutes is considered doom.
I think 1970, anything over like 5 minutes is basically prog because the songs were shorter back then for the most part.
Yeah. You need that 3-minute sweet mark for the radio, right?
Which is probably what they were thinking with Evil Woman, maybe.
Now they're getting away with 5.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now 5's a single. So that brings us to, I guess, what you could call for many the classic album.
Woohoo.
Originally titled War Pigs, which actually would make more sense given the cover, because I guess that's supposed to be a war pig. I don't know. It's pink. It's the guy. It's not a pig, but like.
Look at my cover. My cover's got a little guy over here.
Look at that promotional thing on it or something?
Power Sound. It says Power Sound. Power Sound. Woo! Yeah, give me. I bought it because it was in a bin with a bunch of other ones, and this was the only one that looked like that. So I was like, okay, I'll buy that one. Maybe it's worth more.
That picture, it's like Ozzy's like, I'm going to stand over here.
Yeah, sign of things to come or what?
It's just weird that he's off there and they're all. Maybe that was just
album cover, though.
Maybe that was just for the picture, just because they wanted to put.
Cover compared to the first
that's
one.
Weird. It makes more sense though, considering this was originally titled War Pigs, and the song Paranoid wasn't even supposed to be on there. They needed one more song. Then all of a sudden, the album's called Paranoid. What? I think
that song took off.
It did. It's one of those fluke things. Can you imagine had that not ever been recorded? This may not have done as well. War Pigs and Iron Man, Iron Man and War Pigs did well, but I think Paranoid is what really broke them right away, right? So it's just one of those things where there's a lot of bands that had that. Logan's favorite band, Warren, had that with Cherry Pie. The album was done. It was called Uncle Tom's Cabin, and yeah. But anyways, not to get into a Warren discussion. So yeah, we got.
I like them.
So we got on the CD. It's weird. So Logan was pointing out to me that they on these like some of these issues of it, they would add like extra songs that were like not even really the song title and had nothing to do with the band.
Warner Brothers right there.
To make it look like, oh look, there's more songs or something. It was just very strange. So on here you got War Pigs, but then it says / Luke's Wall, which is apparently just the outro, where it's going at the end, like where it's
Yeah.
that weird effect at the end.
They just set it up. Yeah.
And then you got, of course, Paranoid, Planet Caravan, Iron Man, Electric Funeral, Hand of Doom, Rat Salad, and then again with the weird double naming thing, you got Jack the Stripper slash Fairies Wear Boots, and Jack the Stripper is literally like an intro that's like I don't even know if it's a minute. Like you considered the intro like they look listed as like almost a separate song. It's not, because it still says like 8, like it doesn't say separate songs, but it's just the way. It's really strange. Because then you look at other issues and that's not even there. It's like, yeah. Can you imagine saying my favorite song is Jack the Stripper? Like, no, it's not what it's called. So, yeah. So Brian, what would you have to go with for this one?
Oh man, Hand of Doom. Hand of Doom. I love it. It's long.
Yeah, that's a great song.
Heavy. The riff is crazy. I mean, I love the whole album, but coming out of Planet Caravan and Iron Man, which I think everybody's heard to redundancy, but Electric Funeral, it was between that and Hand of Doom. I had to pick Hand of Doom because I just think it's a better flow, and especially when it's kind of like mellow coming in with the blues, and the bass is really carrying the jazz on it, and then it kicks in. I think the fills on it from Billy are just crazy. I think he did an excellent job playing drums on that particular track. But I got to go with Hand of Doom, and plus I think it's the longest song. That's the longest. I
kind of have a feeling I know what you're going to pick going forward now. All the long songs.
Oh yeah,
this will be easy to predict now.
That's what I'm kind of
So you're into that kind of thing.
I like long songs.
Yep,
I can deal with it.
So Logan, Bloody Logan, what are you going with?
That's the one I'm going with too.
You're going, wow. So I'm wrong as usual.
Yeah, you're always wrong. Come on.
The host is always wrong. You could pick any song and you wouldn't be wrong. I mean, unless you pick Planet Caravan, I guess. But like,
need to preface this by saying all these albums, anything anybody picks, it really couldn't be wrong. So, but yeah, it's got this like great eerie bass line from Geezer before Tony joins in, and Bill plays like this laid back beat before Ozzy comes in on the vocals for another great vocal performance. And I love the band's sense of dynamics. It's really shown greatly on this song. I think it goes from like the softer verses to loud and heavy sections that make up the chorus. The best part about it is, to me, that they're playing the same riff during the quiet and the loud sections, but it doesn't sound that way, kind of tricks your ear. And then Tony changes. This is kind of the start of Tony's kind of becoming a riff guy, like in a big way, because he starts changing and molding different riffs in one song. Like this one, about 2 minutes in, he starts like on the C power chord, and then got some great Ozzy vocals. I call this like the bridge section. And then the second time they play it, it goes into probably my favorite part of the song, when it's kind of like tribal, a lot of like tribal like drum beats and stuff. Yep. Heavy palm muted guitar, and Ozzy singing the "Having a Good Time Baby" part. I just love that, man. And I love Tony's solo, because it's kind of almost jazz like on this song, I think, in his notes. And it fits in well with like the fast and frantic rhythm section behind it. And then it returns to the beginning of the song for the ending. And I wrote the lyrics about this one. It's all about the horrors of heroin addiction, and mainly on soldiers coming back from Vietnam. It's just a fantastic track on an album full of them. So I won't Hand of Doom.
Even Geezer, I'd like to mention, what a great lyricist. Like, I'm not even a lyric guy, but like, I'm mesmerized by reading some of the stuff he came up with. A lot of it contradicts other lyrics that he's written when you think about it. Well, we'll get into that, but yeah, it's just great lyricist. Awesome. Bass players aren't generally like I mean, I guess that's not true. I wonder if that influenced Steve Harris in a way to be like the songwriting bass player of a band.
Oh, it had to. Yeah. I'm sure they influenced everybody back then.
Because sadly, most people are just like, you're just the bass player, just play bass. It's whatever. You're not writing songs.
Yeah, like you guys were just saying,
wrote all the lyrics.
They influence music-wise, but they also influence like the lyrical themes and stuff for a heavy metal band. Who was singing about heroin addiction and dark figures and stuff like that back then? Nobody.
Oh yeah, it was all. I remember I've been watching all sorts of Ozzy stuff, and he was saying like how we heard all this like flower power music in the 60s. He's like, we liked the music, but the times were crappy. Lyrically, we couldn't sit there singing about. we couldn't sit there singing about love and happiness when the world was dark, and so we figured we'll put music to that. Let them sing the happy songs. We'll sing the depressing songs.
Yeah.
But
right.
yeah,
Everybody have their polar opposite, right?
Sadly, you got to wonder if, I don't know. Sadly, you got to wonder if that's why Ozzy kind of slipped into that. I mean, they all slipped into like some sort of addictions because of just
true.
The kind of guys that just worried about the world so much and let it get to them, kind of thing. So they kind of slipped into that depression. I don't know, but very, very dark lyrics. But yeah, but that was Geezer was just a phenomenal songwriter too. I mean, still is I actually have one of his solo albums too. Actually, I guess it's not really. It's just a band. I think it was just called Geezer, wasn't it? I think, yeah.
Yeah,
GZR. The GZR is that you're talking about?
Yeah. No, this was, I think, just called like the Geezer Butler Band or something.
Oh,
I don't even think it's that.
Okay.
It's something completely different. It's really heavy. It's almost like death metal-ish in ways. It's like, wow.
GZR, he got into that whole new metal.
Pretty extreme. I was like, whoa.
And he did, yeah, he did really well. That was a pretty good album. I remember when it came out in the 90s. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I am going with, for me, this was easy, but it wasn't at the same time, but it was easy for me to pick something from Paranoid because my favorite Sabbath song is on here. So I could have just picked this without even bothering to listen to it. I mean, I still went and listened to them all again anyways, just to make sure. As much as I love War Pigs, I love that song, I had to go with Fairies Wear Boots because it's actually my favorite Sabbath song.
That's a good song.
Just something about that's the closer. I don't know what it is about that song. Just the whole vocal line of him singing that just goes so catchy. It's a song that's always stuck in my head. Try not to sing it out loud in public because they start hearing me sing those lyrics. They're like, "What the hell is wrong with this guy? Is he talking about dancing with dwarfs?" And
see, and that's a good one for Ozzy too because it doesn't follow a riff or anything. He's doing his own thing, you know. Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just such a. I love, again, it's mostly because of his voice. I love his voice on that. That's probably one of my favorite Ozzy vocals on that song. Just the way he sings it and delivers that song, and even like some of those drum fills that Bill throws in there. It's like holy, like just you can tell he's a jazz drummer because he's not just
the whole first half of that song. Yeah.
Like, poor Billy Ward. He's a jazz drummer stuck in a heavy metal band. You know?
It'll be, and like Tony Iommi, just these simple riffs, but they're effective for the song. If he was too flashy at times, I don't think these songs would work. Just these good, crushing, heavy riffs. They're so simple, but he's a great lead player as well. He's not just like a simple riff guy. His leads are phenomenal. He's just such a phenomenal guitar player. And even the song is almost...
Bill Ward's solo albums are spectacular. He's got 4 of them. You should check them out.
And he's a great singer. Really good. He's a great singer in his own right. He's like a southern rock singer.
I'm surprised he didn't replace Ozzy when they kicked Ozzy out.
Yeah, they could have just maybe. Bill was way too messed up too. I mean,
he was pretty.
That whole situation was just weird. You kicked Ozzy out. You guys were all doing it. Like it was just one of those. I guess they were all on drugs, right? It was one of those things. It's just like they were all probably fighting and like just someone was getting kicked out.
I do wonder how it would have went though if they kept going. You know. It's one of the great.
I think they would have burned out anyway. They would have burned out on each other.
Yeah, they might have all. They might have all been gone.
Because Ozzy already quit during Never Say Die. He quit. He hated the album. He hated everything going on with it. He quit, and then he came back to finish the album, and then they went on tour. And then remember he did that 3-day binge with David Lee Roth. And they must have been at the Waffle House drinking caffeine for 3 days. Did he go to the wrong hotel room? Completely misses because Van Halen opened up for him. He completely fell asleep. He was in the wrong hotel room, and his luggage is in whatever room that he's supposed to be in. And of course, he's in a different room, passed out. And when he woke up, they had completely missed the show. He walks into the lobby like nothing's going on. Cops are out searching for him. They think he's kidnapped or something, right?
Oh, geez.
And then after that, they basically kicked him out. They said, "Oh, you're unreliable. You know, there's too much." Moving variables, and of course his addiction was going full on hardcore, so I think they got rid of him because of liability. The thing is too, when you see all the newspaper articles from that Nashville show, they were trying to protect the liability because if you're negligent, you owe them money. They don't owe you money, so it's like they're just trying to come up with something like he disappeared or he got lost or you know what I mean.
I don't know.
a liability factor, you know.
Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, we got the Dio albums and some great albums out of it, and we got Ozzy solo, so he got a.
It's stories like that that make him
man.
epic. People talk about it. You know, they talk about him. He was in the headlines back then.
No, maybe it was
the Alamo.
Like I said, maybe it was a good thing this happened because it is really sad that he's gone. But he's 76. That's probably a lot longer than most people figured he would make it to, considering.
I think it was a wake-up call because I do think that they had continued. He probably would have died with an OD or something.
I think I think honestly, maybe all four of them. All four of them probably would have just destructed and just turned on each other and just.
Yeah, I mean they were already tired of each other as it was. You know.
Yeah. Well, Bill only lasted one more album, anyways, right?
That's right, and I think after that, they kicked him out 2 or 3 months.
Well, he leaves and then he comes back on Born Again. So I don't know what's up with that. But.
Strange, yeah. Really weird, but yeah, they all have their issues. But anyway, so yeah, I went with Jack the Stripper and Fairies Wear Boots. Yeah, great song, and yeah, that's just I hear that song and it just brings me joy. I love that song. The lyrics are so weird. It's very strange. It's like a song. I don't know. It sounds like it's a song where he might have been influenced by partaking in some hard drugs, or if it was just a dream that he had. I don't know. But yeah, really weird lyrical content in that song, but a great song. Great vocal melody from Ozzy on that. So I love that one. So that brings us to the Masters of Reality.
Mine's embossed.
There you go. You got the cool one.
I got mine.
Nice. I like Brian. Brian, do you want this?
You will trade.
That's a special collector's
Mouser
edition
size.
Right
Mouser size. It's Goofy singing Sabbath songs. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Coughing at the beginning of Sweet Leaf? That's Goofy.
Kill?
Sleep covers Snowblind, right?
Really? That song's been covered quite a few. Yeah. Well, that's next album.
Instead of doing the coughing and the smoke of the pot, they're doing a line, and it's
Sweet Leaf?
Like
oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious. Oh man.
They do an awesome job.
That's funny.
It's heavy.
So yeah, we get to Black Sabbath, Masters of Reality. So we got what's on here? We got Sweet Leaf, After Forever, Embryo, which is just kind of like a little instrumental thing, which they were known for doing then. Children of the Grave, Orchid, which is another little instrumental piece. Lord of this World, Into the Void, and Solitude, which is very different for them. And we'll get into that a little bit. It's not my pick, but I do want to kind of get into that. So, Brian, Hole in the Sky Bry, what are you going with for this one?
Oh, man. I'm going Into the Void all day. It's my favorite song all day, every day.
There you go.
For decades. I even have, I love the song so much, even Soundgarden did, I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, I can see Soundgarden doing their stuff. Again, Soundgarden, it's a grunge band. No, they're
Soundgarden. They open up Into the Void with this concert in 92.
I could totally see Chris Cornell pulling that off easily.
All anybody has to do is listen to Slaves and Bulldozers, man. That's that's the song that Total Sabbath.
Chris Cornell said that Black Sabbath saved him from listening to Led Zeppelin.
What does that even mean?
I got hyped.
I like it both.
That's weird. I guess he wasn't a Zeppelin fan.
I don't know. It's funny. It's a funny quote.
That is pretty funny. Maybe he's just probably saying it jokingly. Who knows? Cool. So Logan, what are you going with?
Everything about everything about this album is awesome. And like you said, like Children of the Grave, Sweet Leap is just a wicked. Oh, that's a wicked heavy riff. After Forever too.
It's like what the hell?
Children of the Grave, Lord of this World. Yeah. Man, it's Solitude. That's like the other, like the part 2.
It's like a ballad
Planet
kind of
Caravan.
thing, but yeah.
Oh man, and it's a long one. It's 8 minutes. 8 minutes. But I didn't pick it. I almost did, but I didn't pick it. But I love it when they do that. When they go off on those desert rock little journeys. I love that stuff. I love it. I love the little interludes too. But yeah, man, this is another perfect album. I think.
Honestly, I think all 3 are basically perfect. I don't really care for Planet Caravan on Paranoid, but for me, it doesn't bring it down to a not. It still makes it a 10 for me because it's. But Logan was showing. Logan was showing me there's a version of Planet or actually it was Kyle, I think. Yeah, was it Kyle or you? I can't remember. One of you two showed me that.
It was posted. Yeah, I can't remember.
I think yeah, someone posted in our group chat that there's a version of There's a version of Planet Caravan, because on the studio version that they use, there's like a weird vocal effect on Ozzy. You can't really hear his real voice, like his proper voice. There's some there's some weird effect on it.
Yeah,
it sounds really. Yeah, it's a really strange effect. And then, but there's a version where there's no effects and it's just his clear voice and you can really hear it. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe this is the same guy. Like, he's got this beautiful, like, majestic voice. I'm like, this is Ozzy? I was blown away by him. I'm like, that cannot be Ozzy singing. I just couldn't believe it. So for me, that brings the song down because I would have preferred they just use his normal voice. It's like, why did you add this weird, I don't know. I guess they wanted to make it more of a dark song than a love song.
He's probably self-conscious about his vocal. But then they do it on
They did it on Solitude without that. So.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying. That's the only thing I could think of, you know.
Yeah. So what are you going with?
Well, I did half. I put a half through mine because Orchid is pretty much the intro to Lord of this World, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
Logan's cheating and picking 2 songs.
Yeah, that's okay. You can do that.
Yeah, I just love that acoustic part that Tony plays, and it's got like some cool volume swells. They bring you like a dark and ambient mood, kind of like Embryo does for Children of the Grave. Goes nicely into Lord of this World. And I said it's like Lord of this World has this like riff barrage at the start. It's just
every Sabbath song has a riff barrage.
Oh god, yeah, I love it. Love Bill's drumming on the intro. And Geezer and Tony, I was telling Sidney this earlier, they discovered the joys of drop C sharp tuning on this album.
Also known as down tuning, yeah.
Yeah, they put it to amazing use on this track, I think, and all the tracks on this album. But yeah, and I love the instrumental breaks on this track. Bill like puts that cowbell to good use during the mid break section. And I love the dual bass and guitar rhythm and lead lines. They play off each other perfectly because they'll play like the lead line together and then they'll like go off in separate, sides. This is like awesome headphones, man. I'm preaching to the choir, I know.
Yep.
But just you listen to this band and you can hear like Geezer's playing leads and
you hear like the bass on one side and you hear the leads on the other. And you're like, holy crap.
Yeah. That's awesome. And yeah, this one's like I kind of in the vein of War Pigs a little bit, like lyrically.
Yeah.
Talking about like world leaders and stuff. And it's kind of got like a religious vibe to it too, like because we'll talk about Geezer kind of got into that avenue a little bit. But yeah, killer track.
Which is what I'm going to lead into. So I went with After Forever, which is a weird because you look at some of the other songs on other albums, which we'll get to later. So we got, what was the other song that you were talking to me earlier that kind of has a weird vibe?
We're talking about Under the Sun, right?
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. So with After Forever, lyrically, it's like this religious song about like Christianity because I guess Geezer was pissed off with the band being called Satanists and they're evil and devil worshipped and all this nonsense. So it's almost
it got them triggered.
Almost like a religious.
They got triggered over that with the media and even the parents groups and they were coming out and boycotting and
so like lyrically it's almost like this like I don't know how do you even reword like this spiritual song kind of like we're not Satan. I think this was him basically just saying we're not Satanists kind of thing.
Well it's kind of him like chastising people who put him in one box,
exactly.
Oh yeah, he got triggered over that. That's right.
But like musically though, it's such a the music is awesome in this.
It's just killer, man.
I don't even know what it is. It's just this that heavy riff. I don't know. It still has a little bit of the. It still has, arguably has a little bit of the. Oh yeah, his bass. It still has like arguably a little bit of the blues element in it, right? But I still love that riff. That it reminds me of something. I'm trying to think. I'm always doing that with music. I'm always this sounds like another song. I'm trying to pinpoint it. And I can't think off the top of my head right away. I would have to hear that song again for it to actually trigger in my mind. But I mean, it's Sabbath, right? So I'm probably a later band that would have borrowed from this.
Highly influential, 100%.
Like that riff. That doesn't sound like a riff from 1970.
Yeah, right.
Like it sounds like a riff that would be used a little bit in the later 70s. That kind of that fast riff. But and again, of course, great soloing in there from Tony.
71.
71, yeah. So this was a tough one. I thought I was gonna go Sweetleaf because the coughing always just made me laugh. So for that alone, I was gonna pick it. But I had to go with After Forever. I don't know. I just thought I don't know something about that song.
It's all killer, man.
Good.
Kind of has like this slow groove to it, but then it has like this other riff that's fast, and it keeps going back between the two riffs. So I could just sit here the whole time just doing Beavis and Butthead impressions of these riffs, but I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, we get so that's my pick is After Forever. Yeah, this is what makes this catalog great. It seems like none of us are really mad. We're all picking different stuff for the most part. So just shows you how strong this catalog is. And it's not like anyone's
diverse.
You're wrong. How can you like that? There's like no wrong answer. Well, there's never a wrong answer with music, but like objectively, like Sabbath. This is all
every answer correct.
Pretty much. What's your favorite Sabbath song? Oh yeah, okay. So, like, you could pick something obscure and people would be like, okay, whatever, sure. All right, so that brings us to. That's weird because to me he almost looks like Dio in here. The way he's doing the.
Like my somebody ate part of my record.
And you got to wonder if Dio was actually. I think Dio was influenced by Ozzy in some way. That whole Dio did that all the time. That kind of whole.
Yeah.
Well, Sidney, you could bring up too. They covered. Remember?
Yeah. So if you check it out, there's actually a live album of Elf. I'm not sure if it's a bootleg or an official thing, but there's a live album of Elf with Ronnie, and they're doing War Pigs live in 1970 when it was still a new song. So he was influenced by him. And yeah, that whole kind of image, like Ronnie wore those, what do you call those outfits with like the early on he was wearing those kind of Ronnie wore those kind of outfits at times. So I think there was some influence there. It's a shame they kind of butted heads in the media later on, but yeah, won't get into that too much.
Those flower power hippie shirts, man.
Yeah.
The white,
look at Ozzy. Look at Ozzy back in '74. You look at them back in '74 at California Jam, and you're like, this is Sabbath, the way they're dressed. Tony's got no mustache. He's kind of got shorter hair.
Yeah.
He's always gets me out watching California Jam, and he doesn't have
no
mustache.
Facial hair.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
They're like, where's Tony Iommi? Wait, that's him. And Ozzy's wearing like the frilly thing. It's like purple, and it's just so weird to see that because that's not the Prince of Darkness. What is this?
It's probably. But, I love this inner sleeve, man. I love all these pictures, especially Ozzy right here. Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Killer.
I'm still looking for that record.
So we got Wheels of Confusion, and then it's the Straightener again with this 2 title thing. And then you got Tomorrow's Dream, Changes, the big hit. FX was just kind of like exactly what it is. It's sound effects. No, I don't think anyone's picking that, but yeah. Supernaut, Snowblind, Cornucopia, Laguna Sunrise, St. Vitus Dance, Under the Sun, and then again with the 2-word thing. And they always did it the opening song and the last song. I'm noticing there's that trend. They didn't do it on the Masters. Yeah. So you got
if they would have put the acoustic intros in like on Master, they could have done it. But you know what I mean?
Because those are actually separate tracks listed. This is just all one track with 2 different titles. It's just Under the Sun, Every Day Comes and Goes, but I don't call it that. It's just Under the Sun to me.
Well, they are different, though. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Every Day Comes and Goes gets faster, and
it's still part of the same song, though. Like, because when you pop the CD in, it just says, when I pop this in, it just says Under the Sun. Every Day Comes and Goes doesn't even come as.
I know what you're saying.
Really strange.
Hard.
Yeah, it's like a bad idea. So, what's Brian going with?
I'm picking Tomorrow's Dream, but I actually wrote down Snowblind. But I love them both so much. I'm going to pick Tomorrow's Dream just because I love the drums on it.
Nice.
And the way Billy's just crushing it, going, and then he's got the little drum solo in the middle of that song. The tribals, and then he's just pumping on that cymbal like it's going out of style. I loved it. I think that whole album is strong. Volume 4 is. I could take that to the on my desert island pick. If I had to pick 5 albums, I'd probably pick that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think Tomorrow's Dream is just strong. The drums are just
everything on here is
probably the first time I heard Tomorrow's Dream. It was on this compilation.
Well, I know anything with like really, really solid, amazing drumming, you're gonna be
Great
picking
album.
that because you're a drummer. So I know you're gonna gravitate towards the drum stuff. So
Yeah.
Cool.
So Logan, what are
I
you
didn't
going
pick
with?
Children of the Grave. I
No,
didn't pick that. That's a
but
great
you
song.
can pick anything. Everything has good drumming, so it's like
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
you know what,
You made
Brian? Have you
influence
ever
on the way I play.
have you ever tried to like pay attention to what Bill's doing on Children of the Grave? Is it like overdubbed drumming? Like I don't, you
It's
can't be doing it
overdubs,
at the same time,
The
right? Yeah.
Rototom.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
always wondering that
Yeah.
because it sounds like he's
I
playing straight.
got a drum
and
setup.
then, yeah.
I have a drum setup like kind of the same, but it's regular, and then you got the Rototom, so I can actually play it, but you're doing it
That's cool, man.
simultaneously. Yeah.
Awesome.
Ozzy was a good-looking dude in his younger days. Yeah, I was good-looking when I was young, not so much anymore.
Oh, come on, George. Don't put yourself down like that.
Come
Oh,
on, George, you're a handsome gentleman.
I'm young now, and I'm not much to look at. So, all right, let's not get all down on ourselves here. Jeez. All right.
Yeah.
Logan, you went right. No, you didn't pick.
I gotta
you
go.
haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm counting one of them half songs again because
Oh,
I'm
this
gonna
guy.
go.
Cheater.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Wheels of Confusion and the Straightener. So,
Yeah, it's
the opening track, 8 minute, 14-second epic start to Volume 4. Starts right off the bat with a great Tony Iommi solo, and then it goes into the main riff. And I love the lyrics on this song. This is another one. If you ever get the chance to check out the lyrics, because it's like about like lost childhood and it's great stuff, man.
Weird stuff. Geezers.
And I mentioned this too. I think Ozzy and Geezer, like that was the match, perfect right there. Them two, like he wrote the lyrics and Ozzy, the way he delivered them. I mean, I don't think anybody else could have done it as good as he did. Because I think he's really the only. Yeah, because Geezer wrote for Ozzy, and then like Ronnie wrote his own stuff, and Tony Martin wrote his own stuff later on. So yeah, I just love this track, and I love the bridge section, kind of a highlight of the track. Gets really faster. It's got like nice little breaks for Tony to show some more cool guitar chords off.
Your mom's chimed in. Only one song, Logan.
Only one song. What do you mean? Well, technically, it's one song. All right.
It is one song. Ignore what the CD says, because I think on other issues, Straightener's not even listed.
Yeah, I think it depends on.
It's Wheels of Confusion. No one calls that song the Straightener.
Yeah. Well, okay, here we go. I'm going to get technical here. The last 2 minutes, I called the Straightener. All right. With the Mellotron and all that stuff. That's what I
guess.
Yeah. I'll shut up.
All right. No, you're good. That's funny. So, yeah, I went with, as I talked about earlier, Under the Sun. I'm not calling it Every Day Comes and Goes. I refuse to call it that. I'm calling it Under the Sun. It's only like, 6 minutes? So it's not really long enough to be 2 parts.
For some reason. I don't know why. I always think it's like 8 minutes.
No, it's not. So I went with, Under the Sun, which is, again, now this is where it gets a complete contradiction. I'm not going to get too much into lyrical content here. I'll get into a little bit. So, but yeah, like After Forever was like this spiritual song about like, who are you to shut down the idea of God existing? You should at least be open to it. And then this song is basically saying, who are you to tell me to believe in God and all this anti-religious stuff. So it's very strange because it's Geezer that wrote both songs. So I'm not sure where the lyrical content is coming here. It's very strange. There's a lot of contradictions in his lyrics. And I just thought that was very strange. But musically, yeah, like it's heavy riff at the beginning, this just slow heavy riff, and then the song picks up to like this really cool upbeat groovy riff. Then it goes into like this really fast solo, and right before the solo there's these wicked drum rolls, and you think Bill's gonna do like a drum solo. He almost does for a little bit, but then it goes into the leads.
He's doing like double bass on that section, I think.
Yeah, double bass in like 71, like a lot of these 72. Yeah. So yeah, he's sitting there he's doing these crazy double bass drum rolls. You think, okay, here comes like some long drum solo. Like, wait, nope, Tony's in now, and it's just he goes off on the leads. And yeah, there's just that's again another top Sabbath song for me. Under the Sun's a great one. Can't say enough about that. What's that?
The first double bass song ever recorded was in 1952.
Wow.
It was
really?
It was big. Yeah, it was big. It was big band jazz. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
Probably a lot slower though. I wouldn't think it would go like
Leave it to my mom to go with changes. No, I'm kidding. I've never minded.
Changes is great. I love
Nah,
that song.
I don't
appreciate everything
mind
it does.
changes. Everyone trashes it because it's a ballad. I wouldn't pick it, but like Ozzy still sounds great on that.
Yep.
I don't get the hatred for it, but I think it's a
Hit
great
for a
song.
reason. Hit for a reason, right?
Yeah, and it was kind of sad. Kelly Osbourne went online and posted the first line. Posted the first line from it saying, "I'm feeling unhappy. I'm feeling sad. I lost the best friend I ever had." That was.
She covered it with her father.
Yeah, she did do it, and there was actually I don't know where it was posted everywhere, and like it got shared in like different places. I was reading some article, and there was actually people accusing her of posting that for attention.
Nope.
I'm like, are you gotta be kidding
me? She loved her dad.
Let the woman grieve how she wants to. If she feels she needs to post that online to get some grievance out, really? Like she's going to use her father's death to gain attention. Give me a break. Like
these people don't know, and you know what? Their fathers are probably still walking around ignoring them.
And there's people like Ozzy doesn't deserve this. I'm like, really? I'm sure if you said this, he'd probably tell you to go after yourself and say, "Don't you dare say this about my daughter." Like, what? Come on, it's totally ridiculous.
That's right. Oh, they're bulldogs. The only people that can fight with each other are each other. You know what I mean?
And they act like they're fans. You act like you're all
bulldogs. You know.
You act like you're a fan of a guy, yet he would have hated that. Like, give me a break. Attacking her because she's just using this for publicity. It's like, really?
No. She made her own. She picked her own path, and that's
like, give me a break. She does her own.
Her dad, give her a break is right. You know, grandkids too. He's got
You're
grandkids.
literally complaining about someone, posting, something to honor her father. Like, that's just strange to me. Like,
I don't like it.
That's no.
You know what I do like.
I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother responding to that stuff because it's just like I'll get mad and I'll just be like, I'm not getting banned off from the internet today. So, yeah, it's just a shame that there's still people out that feel they need to be like that on the internet because they'll never have to pay for their comments because they're not saying it to your face.
Keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors. So yeah, that brings us to Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
AKA their best album cover, right, gentlemen? Right?
The BDSM album cover. I don't know, like the poor guy on the bed with.
You get the back on your.
Really weird. Yeah.
Did you get the back? Is yours like
666 in there? I mean, yeah. They weren't really helping the satanic imagery with this album thing, with those accusations. But at the end of the day, you know what? It's shit. At the end of the day, it's art. I think this would have been a huge influence on Slayer or even Cannibal Corpse, like artwork wise and stuff like that.
The whole thing about the art, it's opposite on the backside. Because this is supposed to be like a nightmare, right?
Right.
This is supposed to be like a.
But like again, people take this stuff way too seriously and think, oh, that's evil. They must be evil. It's like, oh, come on. Give me a break. I don't know. It's just very strange to me that people would take issue with this. It's like, whatever. All right, so yeah, we got the title track, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, a National Acrobat, which is Logan's nickname. Fluff, Sabracadabra, Killing Yourself to Live, Who Are You? Not the Who song. Looking for Today, and Spiral Architect. So Brian, what are you going with? I think we might have a triple pick on this one, but we'll see.
This is an awesome album, and I love everything about it. I love it all the way through. I think it's another perfect album, and I think it even gets a little proggy on it in spots that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
I picked National Acrobat. I picked the second song, although the opening song is so strong, and that's a killer riff. National Acrobat, that touches all the little, the buzzes in the, you know what I mean? It hits all the buttons. So I think that song is definitely like the superior song on the album, but the whole album's good.
Oh yeah, classic. I mean, all the stuff is classic.
Yeah, but Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, that's such a killer track to open up with, and Fluff was okay. It's okay, just another interlude.
It's instrumental, right? Yeah, it is instrumental. Yeah, they were experimenting with this album, but it works.
Killing Yourself to Live.
It's a great song.
Oh man, that's an earworm. Like that gets in your head. You start, singing it over and over and over.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I was gonna mention it. Yeah.
Yeah, looking for Today. That's kind of prog, but it's like, I don't know. It's like a pop. I don't know what that is. It's poppy to me. It's like a poppy prog thing. Spiral Architect I like a lot, and that's proggy for me. I like that.
You're going National Architect, okay, or National Acrobat.
Oh yeah, I think
that's a good song. It's a cool song. But yeah, I forgot to mention. I was going to mention, and I never did. I got sidetracked. Masters of Reality. I wanted to mention a shout out to Solitude. I'd call it the weakest song on there because it's a ballad. But you know what? Ozzy wise, his voice. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the song. Right. If you only know Ozzy for that signature, like people, I'm guilty of that. I'll come out and say that. I've always thought he's one-dimensional voice. He always sounds the same. So not true. You go listen to this, and you're like, okay, that'll change your entire opinion of this guy. This guy could actually sing. You listen to Solitude, and it's like, wow. It's a little bit kind of hard to listen to right now with everything that just happened because there's a lot of lyrics in there about like I'm gonna be gone and that kind of thing. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's his, and I'll plug it. Grant will be happy. Grant's doing a Black Sabbath listening party on Sunday, and I messaged him about Solitude. I said I think that'll be great to like showcase Ozzy's vocals, like his real voice. And he was all for it. He said, "Yeah, great choice. He'll play." He said, "I think it's gonna be the third song or something." So there you go.
He's waiting in the wings. He was waiting.
How'd that happen? Now, if I say his name 3 times, will he go away? No, I'm kidding. Thanks for being here. Yeah, no. Yeah, so that's great, beautiful vocal on Solitude. So I forgot to mention that on Master of Reality. The song itself, I'm like, yeah, it's just kind of this weird, dreamy ballad. It's not really my thing, but his vocal-wise, Ozzy nails that. But like Tony's, I think, playing flute and like piano on there too, so it's...
Yep.
Yeah.
It's different.
Great contrast too, you know.
They have a lot of strength too, but I don't know if they're using
Yeah. Like when I heard that, it's just... I'll admit, like, I was always more Dio Sabbath, and it's weird. This band is so big. I haven't probably listened to like a full Ozzy Sabbath album aside from Paranoid in probably 15 years, and I'm embarrassed to even say that. But it's weird because I remember I played these again, and all the songs were still sounding familiar, even though I hadn't heard them in 15 years, which says a lot. That just shows it's great music. It's like usually you go that long without hearing something, you're like, I forgot all this. But no, every song I'm like, okay, this is the song with this riff that turns into this, and so everything was Solitude. I didn't really remember. And at the time, 15 years ago, I would have had no clue that was Ozzy. I probably would have just assumed it was someone else singing. But even today, when I was listening to that, I could not believe that was Ozzy. I had to ask Logan. I mean, there's Wikipedia, I think, but I'm like, is that actually Ozzy singing? I'm like, wow.
Yep.
So yeah, so now we're on Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I think it's Logan's turn, right? Yeah, Logan.
Yeah. Well, I'm just picking I picked the same song Brian did, National Acrobat. Probably my favorite riff, probably Tony ever did, is that first riff in the song. Yeah, I love it, man. And he double tracked it, and he plays it higher up, another octave. That's pretty cool. And I think Ozzy really reached his peak vocally on this one and the next record we're going to talk about. To me, some of his best vocal work of the 70s, and I think it's probably some of the best vocal work on any hard rock or metal, whatever, any kind of record from the 70s.
The verse
around this time,
the chorus is great.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Ozzy started like double tracking his vocals too around this time because he's got like a higher pitched vocal on this one. And then about 2 minutes in the track, we get this like second riff. Tony's heavy on the wah pedal on this section. I love it. About 3.5 minutes in, we get this like another, I said, barrage of guitar solos from left to right channels. I just absolutely love that part before it breaks into that second riff of the track again for the last verse. And then it gets this like cool descending line that leads nicely into the anthemic last 2 minutes of the track. It's somewhat like Tony's like, it's kind of like happy sounding music, you know, like it's like joyous.
Some parts, it is. It's heavy but joyous. It's weird.
Yeah, and I love the ending, man. The last like couple bars, I bet that was a bitch for them guys to figure it out because it's like crazy how it ends because they're like going like really fast up the neck and everything, and they end right on the dime. You know, they all stop together. What Brian said, everything. I mean, it's a perfect record.
Yeah, and so I'm going Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. I had to. That I'm sure Logan knew that was going to be my pick, but yeah.
It's hard not to,
Answer
man.
Yeah, Anthrax did a good version of it,
one.
but you go back and listen
like
to the
it.
Sabbath one, it doesn't touch the Sabbath one for me. It's just such a great song, that heavy riff at the beginning. It's the whole riff throughout. But then I even like that small breakdown where he's singing like the quiet part, and his voice sounds great on that. Where he's doing the soft vocals, and then when he's singing the line "Lies," and then it leads right back into the heavy riff again, and then you got that solo. Just such a good, fun, heavy song. Just yeah, the Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is a classic, and it's weird. I don't think they played it much live.
Like no, they didn't.
It's
they
weird.
Didn't even play it on that tour, Sidney. I think the first time they played it was on Reunion.
It's a beloved song, yet I guess it wasn't really a hit. Like, it's just strange. I don't think did this album really do well charting wise. Like, it's just weird to me why that song. Like, a lot of people associate Sabbath with that song specifically, so I don't get I don't get that.
Well, they even made a promotional video for it too, and nobody who was doing that in 1973.
Yeah. And that's I can't believe that song is 70. Like, this song is so heavy. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Right. But yeah, that's
I always wondered if it was because of the middle section when Ozzy goes really high. Maybe he didn't feel like he could get that.
Yeah, and he was not like. Oh no! Say what you want about Ozzy with all the crazy stuff and all the crazy stories and some questionable things that he's done. Underneath all that, he was a sweet guy. When you watch some of these interviews, there's an interview with him with his son Jack, who had like his own show, and he's interviewing him, and he starts telling him, he's like, I think you're more musically talented than you give yourself credit for. He's like, no, I'm not a musician.
Yep.
He's like, I don't write anything. I don't write music. I can't do anything. I can't read music. I just sing other people's songs. That's what he said. I just sing other people's songs. And then Jack's like,
Have you ever seen Ozzy's artwork? Have you ever seen his artwork?
No.
He did a great job with a lot of his own logos. And
really?
He's got he got the little crypt guy with the big cross around it, and
yeah,
he's always like coloring and designing clothes and things for, I don't know if it's for stage or whatever.
Yeah, but no, like then his son
doing
Jack.
It through the Osbourne.
Yeah, his son was like, yeah, you need to give yourself more credit. He's like, you're just being too humble right now, Dad. He's just like he said I've seen you like in private at home picking up a guitar and just started playing a song that you liked, and you just picked it up and you knew what the chords were and you could play it. And he's like, oh, you're just bluffing. Don't say this. This is bullshit. I'm like, what? Oh, it's like Ozzy didn't want to admit, like, in this public interview that he could play an instrument. It was very strange. It was very odd to me.
Yeah.
It's like he was just very critical of himself. It's really weird. But I guess, I don't know. Yeah, he made a lot of mistakes in life, but you know what? Deep down, he was a good man, and yeah.
He learned from him. I think he learned
from
all his mistakes. I think
the legacy he's going to leave behind are these records right here.
It feels weird. Like, it feels weird with him not in the world. It's very strange.
Future generations haven't even heard that yet.
It's weird, right? We never knew the man, but here we are, like, almost being sad about it. It's just really weird, right? Because you never knew the guy. People die every day, but, like, it's just one of those things. It feels weird, right? Because he's been alive, like, he was 76, so he's been around longer than any of us here in the chat. Like, his music's been around longer than all of us, so it's just very strange that Ozzy's no longer alive, because it's like he's been around as long as we have longer. And so it's just it's weird to hear that.
I looked at the charts too, by the way. It got to the number 11 in the US. So it was a popular record.
The album or the song?
The record. Yeah, I could look up the song.
Which is weird. If you look at some of these songs, nothing really jumps out as a hit, really. Like, there's no real radio play other than Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, I'm assuming. Or Sabracadabra, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that one maybe being played.
I know they had that radio Am I Going Insane version. That's a great song. I like that too.
But yeah, so that's...
Yeah, there's no charting info on the song Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, so maybe not.
Strange. It's like the album sold on the strength...
The album did great.
Yeah, it's like it sold on the strength of all the songs. There was no real song that was a radio hit, like on Paranoid, where you had like 4 songs that were played on the radio.
Yeah.
So that brings us to what a lot of people's favorite albums is, and probably the worst album cover with...
One of mine.
Ozzy actually looks cool, I think. Tony looks like...
Bill Ward looks awesome. Look at
Tony. Which one's Tony? I guess Tony's the one in the blue.
Tony's
He's the one sitting. Yeah, I always sometimes mix up him and Geezer because they sometimes had a similar look.
They do kind of look alike.
Yeah. So that's Tony. Okay, so that's Tony sitting down on there. He looks bored, like he'd rather be anywhere else. It's just a really weird. Yeah.
Bill
was
Ward's wearing Sharon's pants. I think that's Sharon
Is it
Osbourne's
Sharon's
pants.
pants? I thought it was like his wife. Was that or his wife's or his sister's pants? Oh, here's a comment.
I heard it was his wife's. Maybe it wasn't even Sharon. Maybe it was his first wife.
Brian, you look like Zakk Wylde, apparently, according to Grant.
Yeah, that's next
compliment, right?
Today I'm Billy Ward. Next week I'll be Zakk Wylde.
Yeah. Brian's gonna play all of Blizzard of Oz before we go. No. I should have said it. I should have said a Zakk Wylde album, not Randy. But anyway, yeah.
First song I ever learned to play on a guitar was Paranoid. Oh no, Iron Man. That was the first song I learned how to play.
That's like one of the first songs I think everyone learns how to play. That Smoke on the Water, and yeah.
That Smoke on the Water. Yep.
So now we go to So
thanks for joining, dude.
Yeah, cool that you're here. So what would you go with, Brian? We got Hole in the Sky, Don't Start Too Late, Symptom of the Universe, Megalomania, Thrill It of All, Superstars, Am I Going Insane, and The Rip. Yeah, it's just some great stuff.
These are my own prints. Yeah, I'm taking The Rip because that's the first song Ozzy wrote. It's another 8-minute long song, which I love. I love that stuff. I think it's well written, and I think it's well executed, especially being so mad and angry at the manager for stealing all his money. So I had to pick that. But it is the longest song on the album. But I like it because it's got all these different parts. It keeps going in and out, and it's fluttery. I don't know, good flow on that song. And like it doesn't matter what Bill's playing. It's perfect.
Like you said, you got to figure. Okay, you said Ozzy wrote that, so obviously he could play. You're not going to be able to write that unless you know how to actually play an instrument.
Yeah.
So Ozzy obviously probably did play guitar and could play other instruments, just chose not to. Like Jack's sitting there telling him, "I saw you around."
Pick up piano because he was big into like.
Singers are big into that, right? Like you think singers are always playing piano, but like Tony played the piano.
That's what I was thinking. Piano it's just a thing you learn. That's something you do.
Yes, yeah, it's kind of weird.
That's what I would.
Ozzy never. Well, he played the harmonica, right? So, which is probably not easy to play because there's a lot of. That's a instrument that would sound horrible if it's played improperly. So you don't want to hear someone that doesn't know how to play a harmonica trying to play it. It just sounds like noise. Yeah. No,
Well, I have to say, Grant, that's the first time I've ever heard anybody call me Zakk Wylde, but that's funny. Wait till next week.
Did you look like him when he was younger with the shaved, with the no facial hair, and he looked so different when he was younger?
Oh man, I look 30 years younger when I shave. Yeah, I look a lot younger than I am.
Yeah, Zakk Wylde looks so different when he was
that
young.
Cherokee Indian blood, man.
There you go.
It's Cherokee Blackfoot.
Well, there you go. So yeah, you went with The Rit. Cool. Logan, what are you going with? I know what you're going with. I think
that song is just
me and Brian just lining up because I'm going with The Rit.
There you go. I'm wrong again.
Yeah. I love that.
You're always the contrarian.
The track.
I'm not really contrarian. Wait till you see what I pick.
I love his bass line that starts the track before the rest of the band comes in. Ozzy's best vocal to me is found on this track, probably ever to me. I love his vocal on the song, and it makes sense he wrote it because it sounds like he really means and believes everything he's singing about. And like Brian was talking about earlier, the manager screwing him and everything about it.
Yeah.
Tony's got some great. Tony's got some great riffs too on this track. And it's got like I like the second half of the track when Ozzy's like whispering "rat." That riff, that's killer, man. Yep. I love that part. And that one has a double track vocal.
To take away from that.
Yeah, that one has a double track vocal from Ozzy, and it's lower, so it kind of sounds like demonic. Kind of, I like that part. It's kind of cool in headphones. And even when it gets like mellow with that like harpsichord and keyboard, that's pretty cool. And I love the ending. And I guess certain, you guys probably know about Blowing on a Jug, right? The ending, the last little bit. Yeah, some copies you get it and some copies you don't. But yeah, I always turn up mine just to see if I have it because I got the CD and the record. So I think one of them doesn't have it. But
I think you remember that was today. I think I don't know what we were talking about. You said some song that you like, and I was saying I don't like that song. You sent me a thing that said "Blow on a Jug." I was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, that was the. That's funny. That's how gentlemen tell each other off. Blow on a jug.
Blow on a jug.
Logan's a
Come
gentleman.
on, everybody.
That's funny. Yeah, I went with the obvious pick, Symptom of the Universe. The first ever
that cover. Oh, they did such a great job with
the
that.
first ever thrash song, in my opinion. Like this is 1975. Like that's just outrageous.
Probably Bill's peak performance too, man. The drums.
They just kept inventing new genres every single time. Like that's heavy.
That's right.
Like they have.
Faster and
that's the thing. There's. Like, you could argue that the first album's not really heavy metal because there's still that blues element to it. But by this, like, Symptom of the Universe, that's not, no blues there. That's just a heavy metal song. That's as heavy as it gets. Yeah. But then what's great, like, is you got that heavy thrash riff that's been used a million times. And then you got a phenomenal solo where he's just shredding away. But then at the end, it breaks into like this almost jazzy, not really, I guess you'd call it somewhat jazzy, but it's got like this, it's just this acoustic part at the end. But like it's phenomenal playing from Tony on the acoustic guitar.
I think you're right. I think you're right, Sidney, because even his solo, like Tony's solo was very jazz orientated in that part.
Yeah, it sounds, I don't know, I'm not a jazz guy, but to me it sounds like really jazzy at the end. But I like that, like it works well. It goes, it's weird because it goes from like this really heavy song, and then at the end it goes into that and it fades out that way, and you're like, whoa, where'd that come?
Kind of like the Rit, because the Rit kind of has that harpsichord thing, and yeah.
It's like, where did that come from? And his voice on that, it almost sounds strained, almost because he's going so high, but it sounds great. Like, I'm not going to attempt to do that. I'm not going to do my horrible Ozzy screaming impression. It's just, oh my god, yeah, his vocal on that, just
far and away his vocal performance on this, I just think it's
he's going to some registers that he never really did solo, I would say. But like in Sabbath, he was hitting some really crazy, some really great notes on that. Phenomenal voice, and like again, all the musicians in this. The heavy bass from Geezer is people underestimate, like the bass of Geezer Butler is a huge part of this band too. Like if he had ever left Sabbath, well, I guess he wasn't on Seventh Star, was he?
Oh, he left quite a few times, I think.
He did,
Seventh Star. Yeah. I don't think he's on Eternal Idol.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he was there, gone. But yeah, I think you missed his bass playing.
You can tell when he's gone.
Like the music is, the music is great, but it doesn't have that dark, heavy. Like you hear his bass. Like especially with headphones, you hear like going nuts. Yeah. It's like
perfect example for Geezer later on. Yeah. The song on Heaven and Hell called "Walk Away."
Yeah.
The bass on that. Oh man. That's like the lead instrument for most of that song.
Yeah, like he's a lead bass player. He's not just sitting there doing simple bass lines, right?
Yeah, because like when Tony would take a solo, sometimes he would solo too. It's not like he's holding down the foundation, you know. Bill's doing like that.
If you almost listen to it, he almost feels like it's Geezer doing the same leads that Tony's doing, but on bass. It's like they're almost kind of like playing the same thing, but on the bass, and which is just phenomenal. He basically reinvented how the bass guitar gets played, because for the most part it was just basically just you keep the beat and that's it.
You do root notes.
I love the fact that he used to pick. It was always fingers.
Yeah.
Even when I saw him with Ozzy on No Rest for the Wicked tour, he crushed, and he was mesmerizing just to watch, because those fingers were just digitally going up and down. They were going nuts.
Yeah, that's definitely a big part of the sound too, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely lost. Man. Yeah, so that's my pick, Symptom of the Universe. Great heavy song. You gotta love that picture of them on the back. Ozzy being Ozzy, right? Like,
I love it.
That's better than the back cover, though.
Yeah. It's hilarious. Yeah. Awesome cover.
Love it.
What, the back cover of the record?
Yeah, with the other side of the mirror.
Yeah, that's funny too.
That's funny
too. That's a technical detail on a record.
People knock it. I mean, it is a really bad album cover, but I laugh at it. You know what? Give them that. They had a sense of humor. Just kind of.
I love that font though, man. Like Sabotage and the red.
Yeah, it's cool. It's goofy, but it's so 70s, so it works with the music. So then we got Technical Ecstasy, whatever that means. Man, Technical Ecstasy. Cool album cover.
The PP robots.
Yeah.
You guys read that too, I'm sure. Ozzy saying it looks like two robots. banging on an escalator.
Yes, technical exit. Yeah. Oh my god, it is. That's. I'd say this is probably the worst album cover. Actually, it's a little bit too cartoony.
I don't
I don't
have the.
It's
I know
kind
they
of
made
weird.
versions.
I don't know.
I think there's a
It's very.
gatefold.
It's very
Is that a
strange.
Hypnosis album cover?
What's that?
Is it
I know
Hypnosis?
I don't
Never
know.
Say Die is I know, Brian. But I don't
Yeah.
know about.
Oh, I didn't research that, and I'm asking like live. I didn't research any of that, and I meant to.
I don't think this is. It might not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Never Say Die is. I'm pretty sure.
What? Ernesto, what?
That's a killer cover. It's weird.
Oh, Ernesto. I thought I
He's
was the
walking on-
Unabomber.
He's walking on thin ice, Ernesto. Come on.
Hey, Ernesto.
Oh, the
What's up, buddy?
Unabomber. Yeah, Tony Iommi was missing the
What's up,
tip.
man?
He was a factory accident or something, wasn't it? He lost
Yeah.
Yeah,
tip of his finger.
he was supposed
So-
to have the day off, and they called him back in.
Oh,
and
man.
he was working a machine
That's
that
even
never
worse.
worked before. And he was supposed to play a show, I think either that night or the next night. And yeah, of course he loses his fingers. Crazy.
Yeah, so I was watching. I think it was Ozzy was, or was it? Yeah, I think it was Ozzy that was saying it. He's like, yeah, he doesn't even play with that finger. He can't even. He doesn't even use that finger when he's playing. So most guitar players, you're gonna use all your fingers. He has to not use that finger because it probably hurts or whatever. I don't know. It's awkward. So
Well, I know I watched the thing. I thought he put something over that.
he would sometimes put something over it as well. But I
Yeah.
don't know. Ozzy was saying sometimes he would just play without that finger. So it's
I mean, that
strange.
invented the sound, though. You know what I mean? If we didn't,
Yeah.
if that didn't happen, I mean,
He had,
that's why he
he
down
had
tuned
special
too.
rubber
It was
tips.
his last day on the job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
I
after
think-
Yeah,
that.
maybe that's what it was. He was about to quit and go do this thing.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
I think-
this is it.
I think
Yeah.
George is right. Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
that's the whole reason the sound got invented too. Because I mean, he started down tuning because it hurt his hands to play in standard.
We've heard his hands.
So-
So you're
Yeah.
saying he should have chopped off the tips of all of his fingers, is what you're saying? He would have
Hey, Jerry
invented it even.
Garcia made a good career missing a finger too. So
Was he? Oh, well.
yeah, he played 4 fingers. I think he had. I think
I
he
actually
was
was
missing that
missing.
one.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's missing that one right there.
It's really weird. So yeah, we got Technical Ecstasy. We got Backstreet Kids, You Won't Change Me, It's All Right, Gypsy, All Moving Parts, and then in brackets, Stand Still, Rock and Roll Doctor, She's Gone, and Dirty Women. So, Brian, what are you going with? I know Logan's pick.
There's some good overlooked songs on this. Dirty
Yep.
Women is definitely one of them. She's Gone, which is good. It's more of the ballad. So of course they.
Yeah,
I
put
don't
a
know.
thimble.
Did they start the ballad thing? Like every album has to have a ballad on it, like for the rock and roll
Good
thing.
point, Brian. Yeah, I never really thought about that.
You gotta wonder if they were throwing ballads on there to think, oh, a ballad, if it might be the hit, right? Like, but
Rock and Roll Doctor, man, I would love to have seen that live and just watch the audience just go haywire with the energy, you know.
I don't think a lot of these songs were ever really played live much. Maybe on the tour, but you don't really see footage of this, and it's probably really bootleg, horrible audio. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Gypsy had a really good
I think you're
awesome
right.
solo, but I'm picking Rock and Roll Doctor off of this just
Okay.
because I think it's great, and it's kind of cheesy though because you know I got the box set and it's on that too. But
Any song with rock and
that's
roll in
not-
it is going to be probably cheesy. Let's be honest.
yeah, I know. I said that. Yeah, I said that the other time. Anything with rock and roll. I think that was the. Holy crap. Fast Eddie Clark there. Fastway.
Yeah, they like
Fastway
5
episode.
songs
Anything
with like
with
rock in the
and roll
title.
It's gonna be guaranteed to be.
Yeah.
Even
But
Zeppelin,
hey, you
know,
literally
their
got a
rock and
song.
roll-
You literally got a song called "Rock and Roll."
People
That's
skip
awesome.
that.
So, I don't skip that. I still find that a fun song.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
So-
I'm speaking. I'm speaking in generics and general terms.
So, well, Logan's gonna need to go see the Rock and Roll Doctor if he's sleeping with dirty women.
You won't
Well,
change me.
We bring
I
So-
that.
think is a very
I
strong
looked at the-
song, and I
So,
probably
Logan,
should've
talk
picked that.
I
talk
looked
about
at the-
dirty women, Logan.
I looked at the tour here because you were asking about the song.
Yeah.
They played 5 songs from this album live, so that's more than I actually thought they would.
Well, it's from the tour, right? So of course they're gonna play.
Yeah, Dirty Women, Gypsy, Rock and Roll Doctor, All Moving Parts, Stand Still, and Backstreet Kids.
Cool.
So
Backstreet Kid. That's a and
But yeah, I'll
Jimmy's
talk-
Eyes, right? Is it Jimmy's Eyes? What
Dude,
is it?
Juniors.
we'll be talking about that in a
Oh,
minute,
sorry,
maybe.
Jimmy's Eyes, yeah.
You're
Jimmy's Eyes.
skipping ahead.
That's a badass song.
Yeah, I'll talk about Dirty Women, I guess.
Yeah, I love Dirty Women too. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
The song's good
I
too.
think,
No, I'm kidding.
I think it's one of Sabbath's finest album closers they did, to me. It's got this like dual synth bass and guitar lines, and I love Ozzy's vocals, you know. Love Tony's work on this track. And I know around this time too, I was reading about it, he's starting to become friends with Brian May a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think the Queen
right.
influence is heavy on this album, for sure.
Yeah. I think it's a fun
lot
album. I think it's fun.
It's great. People
it's
crap on it, but it's
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess if I was there at the time, maybe it'd be different. But
I guess
don't know.
maybe you got to figure it's the 70s. A lot of it was if a band had a sound, everyone was like, stick with that sound. Like AC/DC. Imagine if AC/DC did something like this. People would say the same thing and be like, what the hell's AC/DC
I love
doing?
the experimental side they took in the later half of the 70s, you know. I think there's a lot of cool anthemic
still great stuff on here.
Tony and shit. Yeah. But yeah, some of my favorite Iommi guitar solos are in the back half of the song, and I love Ozzy's vocals towards the end. Kind of goes back to that rootsy kind of. He's playing some blues lines kind of at the end.
Yeah.
I like that. So yeah, good album.
Well, here's the shocker. Logan probably did not think I was going to pick this, but
Gone?
No, I went with you. You won't change. I went with You Won't Change Me.
Yeah, that was.
Initially, I was going to go with Backstreet Kids. So the first two songs remind me of other songs that came later.
I was thinking Backstreet Kids would be yours.
So I put this on today. I'm like, oh, it's Backstreet Kids, and I'm not even going to listen to the rest of it, as I know it's Backstreet Kids. But then You Won't Change Me came on. I'm like, oh, okay, well.
I like that song a lot.
That's some Tony killer lead playing there too, man.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but is Backstreet Kids not Love Drive by Scorpions? Like
it's got the same gallop thing.
That same gallop, that whole riff, and this is older, so Scorpions would have taken from this. So it's not actually that much. It's only a couple of years.
Maybe, but
it has that whole chugging riff. So yeah, I went with You Won't Change Me. It's almost kind of a ballad, but not really. I wouldn't really call it a ballad because it's not really a love song. It's more about you're not going to change my way of living kind of thing.
Man, the synth work, man. I love the synth work on that.
Anti-conformity. Be on the Alamo.
Dave Mustaine says he wrote all the lyrics for Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Oh,
Metallic Sabbath?
Metallic Sabbath, yeah. Blactica.
Beatallica.
Beatallica. Oh, they're funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I've heard them. They're funny.
That's good. Yeah, it's old.
But yeah, so You Won't Change Me, and here, of course, here it's going to come. Here's the Triumph reference. I find You Won't Change Me. Again, tell me if I'm wrong, but I hear it more so in the solo. The solo at the end that turns into that really bluesy solo, and just the general feel of the song reminds me of Young Enough to Cry from Just a Game.
Yeah, it has that same tempo, and I could see how you could feel it.
The solo at the end. You go listen to that solo that Rick Emmett's doing on there. It has that really high pitched, bluesy lead to it. So when I heard that, I'm like, wow, this actually sounds suspiciously like Young Enough to Cry in that solo. So I'm thinking,
Rick got something to answer for now.
That's a deep cut. Wow.
There you go. Yeah, it's a deep cut that I feel copies another deep cut. Yeah.
Wow.
Or went on to influence another. Yeah.
I hear it now. I hear what you just pointed out. Now
you know the song I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's kind of got the same chord progression too. Yeah.
And then the solo in there too is very spot on. Like the guitar solo is almost, to me it sounds I don't play guitar, but to me it sounds very suspiciously similar. And Triumph was known they're my favorite band, but they were known for like taking things from a lot of stuff that they had influence from. Like they took from Purple and a lot of other Zeppelin.
Canada. It's all right. It's okay.
We get the pass. It's okay.
Canada.
We took from everybody. Yeah. So yeah, that's my pick. Was You Won't Change Me, a deep cut. I was surprised. I was expecting Backstreet Kids right away as soon as that riff kicked in, but then it changed when I heard You Won't Change Me, and of course because it's got that Triumph sounding connection for me. So of course I'm gonna go with that.
Wow.
I told Logan do a drinking game every time I mention Triumph during a show. I have to take a shot of warm milk because I don't drink. So Brian will do it for me. There you go. Perfect. Oh, that's hilarious.
I'll do 2 of them for you.
Oh my god, that's funny. So this brings us to, we'll skip this. No, I'm kidding. Everyone craps on this album. I don't care. Yeah, weird album cover aside, it's kind of ridiculous.
I love the cover.
Really?
I love it too, man.
It's weird. I don't get the. Oh, wasn't it? This was originally supposed to be the cover for another band. Grant's not. I don't know if Grant's there, but I think he mentioned it before.
I think, Sidney, it was Difficult to Cure was supposed to be Never
Yes,
Say Die.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something. This was supposed to be used for a different band altogether, right? Different album, a different.
Yeah, Brian mentioned Hypnosis earlier. I think this is Hypnosis, I believe.
And they were just what, like they were just like an artwork company. They did artwork for bands. Like they didn't.
Yeah, they did a lot of Scorpions and UFO.
Some of the most killer artwork came out of them. Yeah.
But did they do like their own artwork, or was it just specifically for bands? Like they didn't.
Yeah,
have,
I don't know
their
about
own,
that. They might have did.
I couldn't tell you that. I think they had a bunch of stuff drawn up, and then when they come in, they open up a drawer and you look through, and if it hasn't been called or put dibs on, then you have an opportunity to use.
Yeah.
That High and Dry from Def Leppard, that's a Hypnosis.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a lot of weird.
I think Pink Floyd was going to use it.
Really weird.
Yeah, for Wish You Were Here, Brian.
Really weird. So then, we got weird special assistant Spock Wall. Okay then. A weird name. Yeah. We got Never Say Die, the title track. Johnny Blade, Junior's Eyes, A Hard Road, Shockwave, Air Dance, Over to You, Breakout, and Swinging the Chain. So, Brian, what do you go with?
So, how many songs were on this album? 10? Were there 10 tracks on this one?
I can't read this. 9.
9, yeah, you're right.
9. Okay, 9.
Yeah.
I got 4 easily checked off. I'm picking Johnny Blade. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Junior's Eyes. I'm picking Junior's Eyes. I didn't pick it on my list, but I listened to it again, and it completely changed today. But I was picking Johnny Blade, which I really liked. But you played that. You did that live stream with Demon Chrome, and they had that exact. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was Iron Maiden. I'm thinking. Never mind. It wasn't it.
What? Oh, okay.
I thought they ripped off the same. Note for note, it was the same. It was the same riff.
Oh yeah, there was stuff on the Demon Chrome that sounded like
a hard road. I really like. Air Dance. I don't even understand why that thing was even released.
Oh, come on.
Why is that thing even written?
Oh man, I love it.
I actually like it. I actually like it.
It's full on jazz, but it's like it's garbage jazz. It's not even good jazz.
Got some cool moments, but Ozzy sounds good on it.
Moments. Seconds, you mean seconds?
Yeah, it's weird. Seconds. You remember they were on some serious drugs at this point, all of them, and they were probably just throwing weird stuff together. And it's just. But I think I don't know. I don't mind it. Do you ever watch? There's a video where somebody made a video of Chris Allo, who we know a lot of people in this community know Chris Allo from Sea of Tranquility.
I'm friends with him.
And yeah,
I talk with him. I'm friends with him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn, it should have got. I was gonna ask him if he wanted to do this, but I was too scared to ask, and I don't think he'd want to do a 3 hour. I don't think he'd want to do a 3 hour show because we would have went on for too long.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't sit that long, man. 40 minutes. Give him 40, he'd be all right.
Yeah, I'd have to have him rattle off all of his picks before us. Yeah, no, there's a video of someone made it themselves. Where there was like a video where he made of himself just goofing around dancing to Air Dance because he hates that song and just being silly. And
my god, I gotta find it.
Someone put a video of Chris. It's just him doing that, but then it goes back again, so it's just him doing this for like 2 seconds on a loop for like the whole entire song. You can tell when it's going back because it's jumpy, right? Because it jumps back to like. So it's him just dancing, going like this till it's this weird thing to Air Dance the entire time. It's so funny.
Chris Allo was the official Black Sabbath representative for
everyone's
history and the encyclopedia of everything from the beginning. And I don't even know how many times he's seen it. I want to say 30 times. Yeah, I think he's seen him 30 times.
Oh yeah, and he's got like 10 copies of like Heaven and Hell and like 10 copies of that.
Yeah.
Because
that guy's no joke. He knows everything.
It's funny.
He knows everything about him. And he's interviewed him and everything else.
A lot of people will say, I'm this band's biggest fan. If you were to say that, then yeah, I would actually honestly believe him. So it's like, yeah.
Have you seen his jacket?
Yeah.
He's got the Black Sabbath battle jacket, one of a kind. That thing is probably worth, just because of the artwork alone, and never mind the sentimental journey that it took. I think it's probably worth, $10,000.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him, but I figured it's gonna go on for too long for him. I know he doesn't like sitting too long, so. But yeah, it would be fun to get him on for a show.
Perfect guest.
Yeah,
he would have been a perfect guest.
I would have just had to
sit there, point and laugh at all our picks.
I'd have Logan sitting out for that instead of Chris. And for Chris, get rid of this Logan character. No, I'm kidding.
Get him out. Get him out.
I'm just kidding. I'm all about the views here. Chris Allen will boost that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Chris Allen's a cool guy. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, he messaged me back. I messaged him one time. Hey, fan of yours and Sea of Tranquility. Thanks for accepting my friend request. And he replied back to me, anytime. Yeah. So yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's a good dude.
Seems like a good dude. So yeah, he's a Sabbath nut. Watched his thing with him and Pete. Did like a live stream of it, talking about remembering Ozzy. That was a cool watch. So yeah, that brings us to. We didn't even do all our picks. Yeah, I am seeing now we're going on to tangents now. Logan, did you pick a song?
Not yet. I am gonna go with Johnny
Air
Blade.
Dance. No, you're not.
Johnny Blade. Got some cool non-airy keyboard, creating like a very eerie mood right from the start of the track. And I love Bill's drumming on this track. Great snare heavy drum groove. Great heavy Iommi riff too. And then like Ozzy comes in and they sing the verses about like the character Johnny Blade. And this track's got like a cool breakdown about 2 minutes in before going into this heavy distorted riff. It's one of my favorite Iommi riffs ever on this track. Wow. I love it. Probably one of my favorite Sabbath moments ever. Really, I love that part. And Iommi kind of does this like jazz kind of thing in the section after that. Yeah. And I like that descending chord line towards the 5-minute mark. Kind of makes for the perfect section for Tony to take a great lead. And I like how that song ends, like the whole structure of the tune. You never really know where it's going to go. Like we were talking about the experimental side of Sabbath. I think this song like conveys that well. So yeah, with Johnny Blade.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm going with too. Actually, I'm going with Johnny Blade. Yeah, it's just a cool song.
First time me and you picked the same song.
Is it? Yeah, probably.
I think.
I'm right finally. Well, Brian picked something different, so who knows? You got to fight it out.
Yeah, Brian's right.
Brian's right. We're both wrong. There we go. No, Johnny
Blade. Arm wrestle you for it. That's arm wrestle.
I'll lose that arm wrestle. Johnny Blade, yeah, I'm going with Johnny Blade. All the reasons you mentioned. It's kind of like just a mid-pace song, which I don't usually typically go for the mid-pace kind of stuff. I like the faster, but it's just a fun song. And again, it's Ozzy's vocal lines. He can sing anything basically. Give him a riff, give him a simple riff, give him complex stuff. He'll sing his lines over it. Give him the lyrics. He'll believe. Ozzy's got a way of singing that makes you almost believe that these are his lyrics. Even though he's singing someone else Geezer's lyrics, you almost feel like he wrote this because he delivers it so well. And just his vocal melodies are just phenomenal. So yeah. Big loss to the music world. But yeah, another more great vocal performances on this song. I think this is an overlooked album. I'd still say it's probably my least favorite of the 70s, but it still doesn't suck. Like, it's not a bad album whatsoever. It's just because all this other stuff. A weak Sabbath album is still better than a lot of other bands' catalogs. So
they didn't make a lot of those, did they?
No, there's like you said, Air Dance is just kind of silly, but like there's still Hard Road drags on a little bit. Didn't need to be so long, but the title track is good.
Their first three songs in a row, man. That makes it for me.
Yeah, that's great. Johnny Blade, and then like at the end it picks up and it gets really fast and speeds up, and
it goes right off. Into Judy's eye too. I love that part.
Yeah, they go off into this crazy fast solo at the end, and then So yeah, I'm going with Johnny Blade as well. So that's my pick.
Cool.
And now we jump ahead, 40 years later? I don't know. My math, 1978 to 2013.
34 years, right?
Yeah. So I guess it's almost Halloween themed in a way. So we did include like the bonus track. So there was like a Best Buy exclusive, which I regret I should have bought, because back then you're just thinking, oh, I can get this when it drops down in price. Because when this stuff comes out, they're a little bit. But yeah, now you can't even like really get this stuff. These Best Buy exclusives.
No, I can't even find it on record. I can't find the.
No, it's hard to start. I ended up getting I picked up a used copy, but it's only got the original track listing. It's missing the 4 bonus tracks. It'd be nice to pick up a copy somehow, but it's and especially now, unfortunately, people will start tripling prices for these things, and it's.
Yep, they can start grabbing up everything they find. That's right, they will.
So, but yeah, so this one we got.
Happens every time.
So I gotta look on the internet now because I don't have the track listing, the bonus tracks here in front of me. So we got here. Okay, so we got End of the Beginning, God is Dead, which I remember when that came out. I wasn't sure. I'm like, is this like a new Ozzy song or something? I know it's Ozzy singing, and it was like, no, it's actually new Black Sabbath. So I was like, oh wow. That's what I thought
because the vocals are the same as Ozzy, right? It's the same vocalization as Ozzy does on his solo stuff. It's completely right.
I had no idea.
And the production too. So I thought the same thing when I heard that.
I just wasn't really paying much attention to his stuff anymore, really, to be honest, or Sabbath for the most part. I just thought, oh wow.
I was like, wait, he just came out with a record, it wasn't even, I don't even know if it was like 8 months or 7 months, and then this thing drops, and I'm like, oh, he's got another album already? Wow. I'm thinking, hey, good for you.
Yeah, I thought this was like some new solo. I'm like, wait, then this is Sabbath. I'm like, wait a second, Sabbath is back together with Ozzy? I'm like, when did this happen? I was just so out of the loop. I was to so many other. It's like he hadn't been in Sabbath for so long, so I didn't really watch much TV or news, so I missed out on that. And so, yeah. But then I remember God is Dead every single day. You almost got sick of it because it got overplayed in a way. I don't listen to the radio anymore. So actually going back and listening to it again, I actually enjoyed the song because haven't heard it in a very long time.
30 years.
And so we got End of the Beginning, the big radio hit, God is Dead. I think it won a Grammy, or it was nominated at least. It might have won.
Something like that, yeah.
And then we got Loner.
I didn't look into that.
Zeitgeist, Age of Reason, Live Forever, Damaged Soul, and then Dear Father. And then there's Spotify bonus tracks, but then the one that you really want to pick up if you can find it, just if you're like me and you have to own everything and every song by a band, the one to get is there's a Best Buy Saturn exclusive edition. Good luck getting it now. You got the Methademic. Is that how you would say that? Methademic?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Peace of Mind, Pariah, and is it Naivety? A Naivety in black? I don't know, because there's like weird accents on the lettering too, so I don't know if it's like Naivety in black, but I guess it's like a throwback to NIB, right? Because it's
Yeah.
So, Brian, what are you going to go with for this?
This album I liked. This album is, I think, way underrated compared to what the songs are on it compared to the rest of the catalog. I think this is going back towards the beginning of what they started, but I would say more like after the 3rd or 4th album, maybe somewhere around Volume 4. I'd say that this guy
probably slotted in between Masters and Volume 4.
The production towards it. You see me?
You're good.
The production is updated, so I think that throws off this album a little bit, maybe for old fans or even classic fans. But I'm picking "Damaged Soul," and I think that's a really awesome doomy song, and I think it really hits hard. I wish that they had opened up the album with this because I think it would have flowed better with this album. But putting that at the beginning because you're looking for something of that. Maybe that type of caliber, like you said, 34 years later. But the rest of the album I really liked. There's not a whole lot of standout tracks for me, but I'm actually sort of new to the album, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
But that one stuck out.
Cool. So I know it's gonna be tough for that. Yeah. No, you're good. Oh. No, he's not.
No, he's not good.
Well, Logan, you want to go? I know this is a tough one for you, right? Because it's.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that, but bonus track. I'm gonna go with one of the bonus tracks that you talked about.
Okay.
Methademic. Lost Brian completely now. Well, it starts with like this cool acoustic thing from Tony before the whole band kicks in with a cool heavy riff. I like that it ascends and descends, and the scale they're playing in, and Geezer's bass takes center stage on this track. I think.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep. Again, a track similar in lyrical themes as Hand of Doom because they're talking about meth here, you know. So kind of being a destructive and addictive drug, you know. And they say in the chorus, you know, live too fast. They keep repeating that. Love Ozzy's vocal on the chorus. And about 4 minutes in, Tony gives a great solo, I thought. And I love the band playing off each other. It's just like kind of like classic Sabbath to me on this one. So yeah. And I'm pretty newer to this album too.
Same.
I don't want to get too into my opinions on this because, you know, but yeah.
I'll do it for you. No, I'm kidding. I won't throw you under the bus.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Am I back? All right. Well, I had all kinds of. Something came by with a big, huge magnet that just sucked me out of the ether here. So go ahead. Oh, did you get my pick for 13?
Yeah, we got. Yeah. We heard everything you were saying, man. It was fine. Yeah.
You just froze out.
Okay. Because you dropped out, and then you dropped out, and I got spinny wheels, and then I got kicked out, and I'm like, okay.
Weird. No, we heard everything you said too. So.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So yeah, I went with the first track, End of the Beginning. I was originally going with the last bonus track, the NIB Part 2, I was going to call it. But yeah, I went with End of the Beginning. Yeah, it's kind of almost as basically just Black Sabbath, the song off the first album, like rehashed in a way, and which they kind of did a lot on this album. They reused a lot of stuff from the first album, which I get for a lot of people could be like, oh, they're just doing the same thing again. But I guess maybe that was the point of going back to their roots, because I guess this was supposed to be, they planned on this being their final album, right? So yeah, I went with End of the Beginning. It's almost like, sounds a lot like Black Sabbath, the song, except it's way longer. It's like 8 minutes. But it's still slightly different, because the lead, and it's different. I don't know. The solo's different. I guess it's just the general overall feel of the song is the same, though. It's got the same riff almost, and the same melody. I mean, he's not doing that opening line at the beginning with the "what is this?" It's not like that or anything, but it still has the same, like, really dark. I honestly know it's probably going to get me castrated. I actually kind of like this better than the song Black Sabbath. I don't know why. I just think it's...
Wow.
Yep, there's a shocker.
Not going to say anything.
Logan's like, you don't know nothing. Oh. Hey, Tony Iommi would be happy if I said that. They like when you praise their new stuff.
That's true. Any band does.
And at the beginning, I don't know, just something about that. I thought it was great. I thought it was like an almost updated version of, like.
He's got a great solo too. About 4 minutes in.
That's what like. For me, if NIB didn't exist, I would have went with Black Sabbath, the song from the first album. So for me, this is just kind of brings that back again and ups it a little bit. They extended it, it's longer, and they didn't just copy it completely directly. Yeah, you can tell it was based off of that, but I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't say I should like it more. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. It's hard to say, right? I'd have to listen to it more. I probably don't. I'm just probably saying that in the moment, but I don't know. I think it's End of the Beginning, right? So, yeah, I went with that.
Cool.
End of the Beginning.
Now we're going to the end of the end.
Someone's going to clip that now. End of the Beginning is better than Black Sabbath. With no context whatsoever. Yeah, so that brings us to the end, literally. We got the EP now that they did called The End. Let me pull this up for the track listing. Yeah, I use the word EP lightly because it's 55 minutes, but it's yeah, I guess CD world, everything's 80 minutes, so if it's shorter than 60, it's an EP.
If it's 2 hours or less, it's an EP. It has to be.
If it's an hour, yeah. If it's under an hour and a half,
cheap bastards won't buy it. Yeah, cheap bastards won't buy it unless it's 80 minutes.
So then yeah, you got, but really it's I guess you could call it an EP if you remove the live stuff. We're not going to get into like the live versions.
I got something coming in. I got thunderstorms and stuff coming in.
Perfect. Well, we're talking Black Sabbath, so that's perfect. Sets the mood. So yeah, we got the end. So we got their final EP. This came out in 2016, but apparently a lot of this was like not rejected, but I guess it's leftover songs from the 13 sessions. So these were songs that were supposed to be on 13. Didn't even make it as like the Best Buy exclusive tracks or anything. And you could only.
It's odd to me they wouldn't have just put them all together on that.
And good luck getting this. You're going to probably have to mortgage your house to buy this now, especially with Ozzy going. You could only get this. You could only get this on their tour dates for their final tour.
Yeah.
You could only get this. It was like a special release. You could only pick it up at the tour if you were at the show or whatever, and you bought it there. So, yeah, unfortunately, it's the only way you could get it. But yeah, it's got four studio songs. We're not getting into the live stuff.
Let me get my pick before I get breaking up.
Okay. So yeah, we got Season of the Dead, Cry All Night, Take Me Home, and Isolated Man. So what are you going to go with?
Think you broke up. Oh, maybe not.
Nope. Can you hear me?
Yep. You're good.
Oh, man, I got thunderstorms and stuff moving in, so I got to make this quick. Off the end, I know it's going to be pretty contrarian, but I think it's the heaviest song, even with the album track title, Cry All Night. I can't believe I'm picking a Black Sabbath song that says Cry All Night, like a soy boy. But here it is, Cry All Night. I'm picking that.
That's what Logan does. He's crying every night. No.
Every night, every day.
In the fetal position, fucking your thumb.
It is a weird title for a Sabbath song, Crying All Night. It's interesting.
Out of the 4 songs, they're all good, but with the Cry All Night, it goes back to the Jesus religious, the lyrics,
yeah, it does,
Christianity, and the positive. That's why I picked it, and that's exactly why I picked it, because I thought it was a very positive message. I think the lyrics are very, very heartfelt. I think it's very fluid. I like the song. I think it's doomy enough. I think it's good. I think it's a great album. I just heard it just recently because I didn't even know it existed. So thanks for pointing it out.
Yeah, I never knew this existed till today. Like, I will admit I'm a Black Sabbath fan. I never really, for whatever reason, dove deep. I've owned all these for years. How I do things, I'll go and I'll pick a band and I'll listen to all the catalog, and then for whatever reason put it away and then go listen to another band's catalog, and then it's for whatever reason I just rarely ever go back to anything. It's just not that I don't like Sabbath, but then I was loving this. Like today, this was just like hearing it all over again. And like I said, even though it's been so long, everything sounded like I've heard it before. Like that's how you know this is great music, when you went that long and you just kind of never really paid much attention to the band all that much. Then you go back to it and you're like, wow, I remember all these songs and they're all great. Like to me, that's a great band. So,
yep.
Say, what you going with for the end?
Going with the first track, Season of the Dead, which is kind of what Brian was talking about, Cry All Night, going with the religious thing. This one kind of goes
the opposite direction.
Well, it's like the political.
Oh, it's more political thing, yeah, because they did that, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of keeps the same structure throughout. I thought the structure was kind of interesting because it like starts with this really slow riff and then it builds up and then it goes back, kind of like Hand of Doom, kind of that starts slower and faster in the middle. It kind of has that to it. But yeah, I just thought it was a pretty cool track. I'm pretty new to this stuff too. I just heard of this before and I never listened to it. I just figured we'd throw it on.
Yeah, might as well. Like it's cool to hear this stuff, right?
Know it existed.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Like I said, Ozzy sounds great on it. Like he's still.
I have this 4-disc UK box set, and it's got everything from Tony Martin and Dio and Ozzy on it. It's got basically everything in the kitchen sink, and it's all like the B-sides and all the unreleased stuff too, but it's got all remastered, remixed UK, I guess, pressing version.
Hold on, let me make you bigger here. Let's see. I gotta see that actually closer up. Where do I solo layout? There you go.
I don't have the cover. My friend just recently gave it to me, so he doesn't have the cover. So
that's so cool though.
I had to listen to each disc, and I had to write it down myself. Right?
That's awesome though.
But it's it's a UK 4-disc box. I priced it out. It's almost $300 right now.
Wow.
I forget what they call it. It's hold on, I got it right here. Under the Wheels of Confusion
Oh,
box
that's
set.
cool. That's a cool title. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's out of print.
Always
And that's
count
the
on you
UK.
to show
That's
off.
the UK. Like you
Always,
can't find that here. You can't find that
no.
here.
Always can count
I
on
don't
you to
think
show off
it's
the
on
good
record.
stuff. I've
I
just
got my
got
box sets.
I've just got my lame generic CDs. You're pulling out these crazy ass box sets and.
Oh yeah. Oh, Sabbath is life.
Here comes
Sabbath influenced all of my favorite bands. So all of my favorite bands basically have Sabbath flair
there you
or
go.
Sabbath
Well, yeah,
flavors.
Since you're here, I might as well advertise. You want to advertise the band you were in?
Nah.
No, Brian's like, I'm not self-promoting myself. No, good man. I get.
Sabbath.
Yeah. No, Brian was kind enough to send me some clips of his old band that he was in, and yeah, it's very Sabbathy. So he's basically Bill. He's basically Bill Ward. Waiting for him to finish his drink here, so you can tell me I'm not Bill Ward.
No, I can hear you. No, we're here for Sabbath. We're here for Sabbath.
There you go.
Sabbath. That's it. Not me.
Not me.
I'm as big a fan as probably you are, or you are. You know. Everybody else in the chat probably huge fans too. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm with. For me, I went with. I don't really want to slag it too much. I just found the songs were. Yeah, Cry All Night is good too. It's got like a cool kind of little short bluesy solo there in the middle. But I don't know, my issue with it is Tony Iommi is like, everyone talks about his riffs, but he's such a great lead player too. And I think, I went with Ice.
Nuts. Yeah, he shreds.
And there's no solos on this. It's weird. Like, it's probably like the only recording of Sabbath with like no solos. It's very strange to me so I went with Isolated Man because that's got a killer solo on it. The final studio track, Season of the Dead, and like the riffs and everything are great on Season of the Dead, Cry All Night, Take Me Home, but I find they lack like a really killer solo that you expect from Iommi. So I went with Isolated Man. But like the other songs aren't bad. It's all pretty decent stuff, but it would have been cool to get a full album of this kind of stuff just to see what they would have done. But yeah, at least they didn't make anything after this because it would be kind of weird because it's just called The End. It'd be like, what was that night? Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and then they made like 7 more movies. It's like, what?
Milk that cash cow, man. Come on.
Yeah, at least So this was the end. So this was, that was our. So that was our picks from Sabbath. A lot of great choices here. So yeah, I felt like it was good to do this, to get back into this again, and been watching a lot of.
Good timing, yeah. Good time to do it.
A lot of Ozzy footage. So it's a lot of funny interviews with him and just little moments, and that's another thing. Like, right, that onstage persona of him being all crazy and all that dark image. You see, like, the real Ozzy, he was just a gentle soul. That just was, But yeah, so everyone go listen to their Black Sabbath albums. We're going to be back next week, Saturday, doing the same exact thing, but with the Ozzy catalog. And if
subscribe, hit the like.
Brian wants to join that, you're more than welcome to join for Ozzy as well. So, yeah.
Thank you for showing up, everyone.
Yeah, of course. It's cool to have everybody here. And tomorrow we're going to be doing the same thing. We'll do another one of these tomorrow with Tim Derling. Give him a chance to promote his book a little bit, which just came out as Night Ranger book, Sing Me Away. And it's got like a bunch of different people from YouTube panelists. Me and Logan are actually contributed to it. Logan contributed a little bit more to it because I was a little bit more. Oh, we lost Brian again. Logan contributed a lot more to it than I am. I wasn't really familiar with Night Ranger too much. I only knew like a couple of the hit songs, but Tim said, you know what, go just check out the first album, and if you like it, if you can write up some stuff for it, then do it. And I actually really liked that first album and was glad to contribute to that book. So looking forward to having Mr. Tim Derling on tomorrow to discuss Night Ranger.
Be there.
13 albums, and again, same thing. picking our favorite
I
song.
got thunderstorms rolling in, so I just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you everybody for in the chat and commenting and doing the like and the subscribe, and thank you very much, Sidney, for
coming on.
Yeah,
for
of
inviting me on.
course.
I appreciate it. I got to make it quick because I got lightning going on.
All right, go ahead. All right.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'll see you again next week.
See
you, man.
See you next week, man. Yeah, so that's Black Sabbath for you. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back Monday. I don't know if Logan's going to be doing the Monday show. I know with his work, he's probably burnt out from all this. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. If you can give me some picks, I'll just read off your picks. I don't know.
I might do that. I could do that for you.
Or maybe film a little video again like you did for Tease. I don't know.
We'll see. Maybe.
So I still got to post a link for it. I don't know if Ernesto's still in the chat, but it's actually Ernesto's idea. So on Monday, he'll explain the whole idea of it a little bit better when we start the show. But it's basically underrated guitar players. The idea of your top 5 second best. So basically everyone picks like Ritchie Blackmore and the Shankers and the Malmsteens and all like Van Halen and stuff. So everyone has like their list of like the top 5 guys or whatever. So like if you were to put together a list of guys who could all like be a solid like the second best guy, all be like tied for like the second best guitar player in the world, who would you pick? So you're basically picking like underrated guitar players.
I'm glad we're getting around to that though, because he's been wanting to do that for a long time.
Well, he gave this idea to me when we started the channel like 7 months ago.
He wants to do it.
It's just like finding like certain people. There was specific people he had in mind, so I asked them. So joining us for that, I got to think about this. I don't want to leave anybody out. I'm horrible at
remembering. Going on there?
Yeah. So So we got Tom Curlis from Curlis Mania.
John the Music Nut, right?
Who Logan's been on Tom Curlis's channel quite a few times now, so go check those out. Videos are at the bottom where it says Sidney and Logan on other channels. So yeah, Tom Curlis will be joining us on Monday for that. I still got to do the thumbnail for all that, and then well actually Ernesto created the thumbnail for me months ago, so I'm gonna be easy. I don't have to create anything. I just got to click the button. So yeah. So it'll be Tom Curlis joining us for that. Ches Cetra, who's been on quite a bit now, did Aerosmith, a whole bunch of other earlier ones as well. I think a Cinderella one was there. He was there a few times. And who else is joining us? We got Ches. We got Tom Curlis. Ernesto, of course, is going to be there because it's his show.
Is John doing that?
John the Music Nut is the other. Yes, John the Music Nut from.
He's been on here a couple times, right?
He's been on here a few times as well. I don't think we've ever had an episode with any of these guys on at the same time, right? So
I don't think so.
So yeah, that'll be fun. So we're all going to be basically picking who we think are like underrated guitar players. But yeah, so we're gonna get into that a little bit. So no picking Tony Iommi. That's cheating. You can't pick Tony Iommi. Logan's going to get the assignment wrong and just pick everybody. Van Halen, can I pick him? No. Yeah. Anyways.
Tony Bourget or whatever, the guy from Budgie. I mean.
You just gave away one of my picks. Now I got to change it.
Well, we're almost at 2 hours, Sidney. It'll be okay.
Yeah. No one's watching now. Anyways, yeah. So then, oh, man, I'm going to be exhausted. Got more Night Ranger to listen to tomorrow. So that's at 12. So yeah, I'm gonna be listening to Night Ranger all morning and taking some notes for that. So yeah, tomorrow we got Night Ranger with Tim Derling, with best songs, and then you won't be seeing it, but it's being recorded on Joseph Sudo's channel, Rock Show Critique. He's been on here quite a few times now. He was kind enough to invite me back to his show. Been on there for Dio and Scorpions. Thank you. Dio and Scorpions. Me and Logan were on there with Davey Cretin actually for Dio. He wasn't with us for Scorpions, but yeah, he was with us for Dio. So shout out to Davey who was on there with us. But yeah, I'll be doing. We're gonna be doing a whole Crocus series on Joseph Sudo's channel. So he asked me to do that. So we're gonna be doing 2 albums at a time. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll be doing some Night Ranger homework, and I've heard those Crocus albums before, so I'll just have to go back and listen to them again a little bit. But so yeah, we're filming that at 5. I'm not sure when that's gonna air, but that's what's coming up. And then yeah, next week we got the Ozzy show. We got what else we got coming up in the future? We got Foreigner, Best Songs with Grant coming on.
We're playing Target, right? Is that band?
Yeah, Target will be next Sunday. Band from Memphis, Tennessee, featuring Jimmy Jameson, who went on to be in Survivor. He replaced the first singer. So yeah, that's what's coming up. So I don't need to get into too much deal what's coming up because I'll do it again next episode anyway. So yeah, anyways. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with Night Ranger and Tim Derling. So thanks everyone for watching, and if you want like this, like and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your night.
See you guys.
See ya.